Welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we're making a tote bag. This is my second pattern. Yes, my second pattern, and we are making use of a plain leather, a strong plain material, and a air hide material. And this is another tote bag that has very smooth finishing, and also it's fitting a water holder, two water holder. So according to my pattern, I cut my body and I cut my hide in flame shape. Yes, that's a flame effect, a flame decorative effect at the front. And the first thing I did is measuring 0.5 of an inch, that is half of an inch, from my bottom of the main exterior panel. We have two exterior panels, the front and the back. Basically, why I measured it is because it is the placement for the flame. But don't worry, you can also check this on the pattern. It's on the pattern piece. And the link to purchase this pattern is in my bio or the comment section. Also, I'm really sorry. I missed a lot of footage in the process of editing or shooting this video. But not to worry, there are some I have to redo at the end of the day, like the zipper panel, the pocket, the slip pocket. We have two slip pockets. Yes, it will be in the comments or in the description box where you just go to the link and watch that part I've mixed. But some might not be corrected, so I'm really sorry. You can check out the step-by-step instruction and you will see them. So the next thing I'm doing is I'm measuring 2.25, that is 2.25 from the side. Now this part that I'm measuring, it is on the pattern already, so you just have to place it and then follow it. But for the sake of instruction, I have to state this. So I measure 2.25, that is 2.25 from each of the edges. I'm going to do the same thing from the other one also, and I'm going to show you exactly how it is. So this is exactly I'm going to place my flame on it. So my flame is not coming down, it will be on the line that is 0.5 of an inch that I just drew on that horizontal line. It will be on it before sewing, and that is because our base is coming down, so it will not stop our base from sewing. So this is a beginner friendly pattern, and it is very easy to sew when you follow the steps. Okay, so we have done this for this one and also for the second one. So I'm basically explaining that 0.5 will be from that part, and 2.25, that is 2.25 of an inch, will be from this edge part that I touched inward, and it will be on the second side also. So that is the placement where it will be. I did this first one and the second one. So the next thing you're going to do is you notch the base, and that is the bottom part, and the top edge you notch it at the center. So I placed my flames on it, and then I top stitch round carefully. Now this part you have to be very careful. Now I did it, and unfortunately I could not see much video, so it was skipped, and the video, I did not know the video was not recording. So please just follow the stitch and make sure that everything is well placed on it. So the spacing between the two after measuring 2.25 is 13.75 for the flame, and this is how the flame looks like for only the front. Yes, so this is the hand. We have two handle, the one at the front body and at the back body, but for the handle we are cutting 4. So one is long, another one is short. So the next thing we're going to do is we measure from the long one, just take one, which is the longer one, and then you measure 0.5 of an inch, that is half of an inch on both sides for only the long one. Yes, just one part of the long one, and then you do the same thing for the second part of the long one, because we have 2 long strap and 2 short strap. So you're just going to fold from that horizontal line and then apply your CCA or DSTA as seen in this video, and then you will gum it together, wrong side together. Yes, so you fold. You can see this is it. Also, it was skipped. So this is it. You just fold in that 0.2, that's 0.5 inch inside, and then you place the long strap, seeing that it connects with the folded long strap, that is the short strap. Yes, so you just gum it together because we don't want the tip of the edges down to be raw. So that is why I was able to fold it half of an inch inside. So just look at the step-by-step instruction, you're going to understand better. So I'm sorry that I skipped that part. So the next thing is our base. I notch it from the center part, so we have 4 notches on all parts for the center part. After notching the center part, you need to make sure that you have also notched the main exterior body, and then you connect it together using clip to hold it down, and then you top stitch with a 1/8 of an inch. So you top stitch 1/8 of an inch. You just top stitch it together with the same allowance of 1/8. For here, I am clipping it together to make sure that the notches meet each other. Yes, I center the notches together, the base panel and then the body, which is the main exterior, together. So I'm going to sew it in 1/8 of an inch, and then I'm going to flip it over and top stitch with a 1/8 of an inch. I'm going to flip over and top stitch with 1/8 of an inch, which you are seeing here, and that is just the front main exterior. I'm going to do the same thing for the second exterior. When you see the video, you understand why I did it better. So for any part I've skipped in this video, I am really sorry, but some parts will be made available in the description box through a link, like the zipper panel, the slip pocket, and the how to fix the water bottle holder also. So this is done. Now the handle part, we have done the first one for the main exterior, the front, and this is the back. Now the front exterior and the back exterior, the handles on how to fix it is different, the sewing part is different. But for the back exterior, the reason why it is different is because the back exterior is holding the purse. Yeah, so what I did basically is I measured 0.5 of an inch from the handle. I sew it as a box, and then for this one that I'm measuring now, I measured 1.25 of an inch. So when I measured 1.25 of an inch, I mark it on the handle, then I top stitch it, and that is because at the end of the day, when I sew it to give us a box. So this is the front. So the front is like this, basically just the normal box handle. But the second one, which is the back body, is different entirely from this one. So which is why I'm measuring, so that I'm in silver side. So I just measure 1.25 and then I sew. At the end of the day, there will be a hole there for a purse to hold. So I'll advise that you top stitch it and put a strap at the base so that it will hold it very well. Yes. So it holds it very well because it is an handle and it takes a lot of weight, a lot of use. So you have to top stitch very well. So this is what you have at the end of the day. And the next thing we are doing is the base. So I connect the base to the body, right side of the base facing the right side of the back main exterior, and then I sew with 1/4 of an inch, that is 0.25. And when I sew it, I'm going to flip it over also, and I'm going to top stitch with 1/8 of an inch. So let us go. So you flip it over like this for the second one also. That is the back exterior panel, and then you top stitch with a 1/8 seam allowance. So for the gusset, so what I did is I make out the line inward on the gusset panel, the one you see on the gusset panel, that is the pattern pieces. So I just transfer that mark there, and then I center and infuse my pattern, my stabilizer, to my main exterior of the gusset. Then I fold in. So when I fold the exterior in for the gusset, I notch it a little bit so that it's able to fold in and relax very well. So the next thing is I just gum my gusset to the body. That means I follow that line, I place the gum, and I follow that line. I use 6A or GST. I place it on it, and then I top stitch with 1/4 of an inch on the body. Yes, it is on the body. It's on the body. Then you are going to do the same for the other side. Now for the side to hold on the body, you're going to use 6A or GST, and you place it on that mark. So it is following that mark that you're marking on. So the mark is like an allowance for it, where you place your body, that is the main exterior body, on the gusset. So this is how it looks like. I'm going to top stitch for the second one also. So I'm doing the second one like this. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the other one. Now this part can be really tricky for the other one, so you have to be very careful with your domestic or vintage flat bed machine. So when you place it on it, I'm going to do the same for the second one. So when I did it, it was off camera, so I'm really sorry about that. But that part is simple to do, but at the same time very tricky. So this is what we have at the end of the day. Yeah, our exterior is ready. So the next I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it inside out, as seen in this video. So, and that's because I want to sew my base. So I just connect it when I sew my base with the 1/4 seam allowance also, and I top stitch it. So this is how the interior look like. Our exterior, this is how it look like. And our stabilizer for the pan base we place inside of it, and that is it for that. So the next thing here is our facing. I have gummed the facing. I gum our facing stabilizer to our fixing exterior, and then I just fold only the top part, that is 0.5 of an inch, which is the top part. I'm going to fold it over the stabilizer. I'm folding it over the stabilizer. Now for the raw edges you see on the handle and the top edge of the body, you can always use edge paints for it, or you should do it in a way that is okay by you. So you can use edge paint if you don't want raw edges, you can do that. So this is our zipper panel. Now the video of this will be posted on our description box with a link where you just have to follow for the zipper panel. Like I said, I'm really sorry that I have to skip some of these videos. It was unintentional. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I sew our zipper panel with our zipper tapes together, and then after sewing I just flip it over, turn it right side, and I'm going to top stitch it. So now I top stitch it. I top stitch with 1/8 seam allowance round as seen in this video. I'm going to repeat the same thing for the zipper panel, the second one, because we have two zipper panel coming together. Yes, so the zipper pull and the zipper cap will be installed at the very end of this video, because we can't do that now. So this is what we have for the zipper panel, and then this is the slip pocket. We have two slip pockets. So this is the bigger one, which I'm going to show you now in the description box. Just check out to make it. So I turn right side together, slip pocket. Then after turning right side together, what I did is I just top stitch with a 1/4 seam allowance on the wrong side. Yes, I say it on the wrong side, I said in this video. So after sewing from the wrong side, I'm going to turn it right side out. So for this part, I'm just showing how this folding will be. So I turn it right side out, and I'm going to bring out the corners. Make sure that I bring out the corners. I can use a pencil, pen, or anything. So I sew at the middle, and I'm going to show you the proper video when you check the description in the link. This is the zipper panel. I put the wrong side of the zipper panel to the right side of the main lining. Yes, making sure that they are the center point, because I notched the zipper panel and then the lining. Make sure that they are the center parts. So this is the pocket. This video also I skip it, but what I did is the pocket, I just sew the pocket to the tip of the gusset lining as seen in this video like this. And I did the same for the other side, because we have two water bottle holder. Yes, you have two water bottle holder for the two side. So you see, this is a bag that's basically contain everything you ever want: your book, your laptop, you sit in your laptop, two water bottles, and you can even change the bottle to the length of the one that can size your water bottle at home. So that is the fun thing about making this bag. So I'm joining the water bottle holder, which is the gusset side, to the gusset lining, and I'm done with it too. And I'm going to show you the interior, including the base. So I'm really sorry that I skipped some parts here, but the main thing is I will add how to do most of the thing in the description box, which is the zipper pockets 1 and 2, the water bottle holder, and the zipper bar. I'm going to add it to the description box below so you can watch it. So this is the center point, that is the center point of the interior will meet with the center point of the exterior. You can see what I did there. There's the facing is between with the center of the main exterior, which is our side. So all I did is I mark out the exterior, the center point for the four parts. That means the one at the side and the one at the front. And I'll smash it together and I clip it round with the clip to make sure that everything is balanced before I sew with enough clip. Here everything is balanced before I sew, and then we have everything so balanced. So we are going to sew. Yes, our bag is coming together. Yeah. So I top stitch with more over four seam allowance all around it. So when you top stitch, be very careful with your handle because you are not to sew your handle with this. So please be very careful. You're going to sew it all around it, all around it. So thank you for watching this tutorial. But we are not done. You still have our pocket book on how to install the zipper cap. So this is our bag is ready. So for this part, this is our purse holder. That is our pocket book at the back. So this is the purse holder, the one that holds our pocket book together. So I just center the stabilizer to the lining and then I put it all around it. And I'm going to sew it together and install my press snaps or fashion snaps. So these are pulse holder and this is the flat pulse. So this is how it looks at the back. That is why I said our back handle is different. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial.